it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. I hope everyone is having a lovely week. So I hope you guys really appreciate that I have been working on my pronunciations. Now, I'm not going to be perfect. I'm an American. I'm from Texas. So just know there's always going to be a little bit of an Easter egg in some of these videos because y'all, some of your pronunciations of those words, you guys put way too many vowels or letters in your words. But I tried really hard and you should be proud of me. I said Wimbledon and not Wimbledon. Do you know how hard it is for an American not to say Wimbledon instead of Wimbledon? Yeah, that was hard. And I think I've gotten the word Edinburgh. I think that's correct. Now that's very confusing. Some people say Edinburgh, some people say Edinburgh, but I think it's Edinburgh. And how I remember to say Edinburgh is like I think of a bunch of surfers who are like, what up, brah? That's what they say. What up, brah? So I always say Edinburgh, like what up, brah? I used to say Viscount, I now say Viscount. Yes, I used to say Westminster, now it's Westminster. So I am learning, but again, sometimes it just slips out, especially if I'm in a hurry and I'm recording on a break like I am now. But I'm real proud of myself for saying Wimbledon. That's real hard for me, y'all. So I hope you appreciate that I am trying. And I really like saying Edinburgh. That's real fun. So I hope it's correct because that's how I'm going to keep saying it. But we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So on Wednesday, July 5th, King Charles had a very successful second coronation in Scotland at St. Giles Cathedral. Now, there were a few naysayers, there were a couple of demonstrators, but again, overall, it was a very successful and joyous event to watch another history-making moment unfold. A lot of people forget this has been 70 years since we've had a coronation in Scotland and in England. So the event went off without a hitch. It was really nice to watch the pageantry, everything that unfolded for the king's coronation. Now, of course, Catherine and William, who were the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay, were there as well, and Catherine looked stunning in a beautiful blue ensemble. Many people believe she wore blue to signify the blue of the Scottish flag. She looked elegant as always, and we got to see the brand new Elizabeth sword. Again, this is another history-making moment that will be passed down through the next generations, starting with Prince William and Prince George. So one of my favorite moments of the coronation was watching the red arrows flying overhead, displaying red, white, and blue smoke as the royal family watched on and the national anthem played. You can watch the clip here. To me, that was such a patriotic, proud moment. I got a little teary-eyed, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a beautiful moment. I love the red arrows. They always do these amazing fly past. So it was really fun to watch that. Now, I do have a YouTube short showing you some picture highlights from the coronation if you would like to watch it. But overall, the event was really interesting to watch, and I'm glad I got to see history unfold. Well, we have some very happy baby news. James Middleton, the younger brother of Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and his beautiful wife, Alize, have announced on Instagram they are expecting a little bundle of joy at the end of the year. Now, this comes after the couple lost their beloved dog, Ella, earlier this year, and they made the most adorable post on Instagram. You see his wife posing with their dog Maple, and he says, "We couldn't be more excited." Well, Maple might be. It was a very difficult start to the year after losing my beloved Ella. However, we will end the year with the most precious little addition to our growing family. So congratulations to the happy couple. So according to a royal commentator, she firmly believes that Prince Harry is trying to rebrand himself, much like his Mrs. Meghan Markle, who seems to rebrand herself every 6 months. According to her, Harry is now trying to be an American and ditch the, quote, Brit in exile act. Well, I don't believe that for one moment. You have two people who love privilege more than anyone else. I mean, they are known as the moochers of Montecito. Yeah, they like those private jets, especially when it's on someone else's dime. How do you think they get all that? Because they're royalty. They're the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. He's Diana's son. Well, of course I'm going to lend him my house and my plane because he's royalty. People want to rub off on them. Ooh, they're royals. Look at them. That is the only thing they have in Hollywood that makes them unique and stand out. Without those titles and ties to the royal family, they literally would be C-list celebrities in Hollywood. They would have nothing to make them stand out. They have no talent. They have no skills. They have no real Hollywood experience. I mean, I believe Harry had a little stint as the neighborhood handyman when he was helping his neighbors with something in the yard. I mean, I don't see him driving for Uber next week. So the guy has no skills, y'all. He's a royal. That's his life experience, a royal. So Harry and Meghan ditching the royal titles to become average, and Harry's going to try to become, quote, an American. Yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second. These are two people who literally invoke the rights to call their children prince and princess while they're living in Montecito. If they really wanted to separate themselves from the royal family and be average people, they would have done so. Even when someone asked them, I believe it was Tom Bradby, saying, well, why don't you ditch the titles? And Harry said, well, what's the point now? He has zero intention of ever dropping his titles. So this whole story about him trying to become an average Joe, trying to become an American, I don't buy it for 1 second. But I will say Harry looks absolutely miserable. And I believe he is very, very unhappy with some of the life choices that him and his wife have made. Now, the same royal commentator who made the comment that Prince Harry wants to become an American and ditch the old royal and exile bit, her name is Petrova Wyatt. She also says that Prince Harry has likened himself to be an actor and just pretending to be happy in the U.S. Now, this statement I fully 100% agree with. Again, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle want to convince everyone that he is out here living his best life. They just forgot to tell his face. This is the most miserable person I've ever seen in the past 3.5 years. Ever since he got with Meghan Markle, he has completely changed to the disappearing, smiling prince. We haven't seen a genuine smile on Prince Harry in a very long time. Now look, we can't all walk around with that rictus Joker smile that Meghan Markle loves to wear, but when you see Harry and Meghan, sometimes he'll smile for the cameras, but when he's not aware of cameras on him, the man is always grimacing, he's scowling. Their body language looks forced and tense. Especially in the past year, things between them, in my opinion, have changed. In the last video I mentioned, Meghan Markle has not been seen wearing her wedding ring for quite a few months, and the lobster claw is gone. She is no longer clinging to Harry for dear life. She's running ahead of him. Most of the time now, she is running ahead of Harry, where he is trailing behind her, holding her handbag, along with his royal jewels. If you don't know, they're his balls. She keeps them in her handbag. We all know she likes to call him H, and H stands for her now husband, handbag husband Harry. She just calls him H because she can't even spell out his name. Apparently, he's not important enough to have a name. He's just the ginger whinger who's paying all the bills. for her now husband. So Prince Harry, in my opinion, is regretting a lot of his life choices, especially since he's like a fish out of water in California. He went from being an overly pampered, privileged prince, jumping out to Hollywood, believing that his wife, Meghan Markle, had the answers. I mean, she talks to his dead mom. My mom, what does my mom say? Diana, my mom. Right? He believes this woman is Mystic Meg. He believes that his mother is telling them from the grave that they're on the right path, according to Meghan Markle. So he blindly followed Meghan, believing the grass was going to be greener in Hollywood. But it wasn't. And they had all these bad things that have happened that they said is, quote, bad luck. Now, again, they did have some pretty bad timing, but you can't blame everything that has happened to them on bad timing. It's called karma. That's right, karma. And Harry, who went from the beloved Prince of the UK to becoming a national laughingstock in the UK and in America. I would say globally. He's a global laughingstock and not well liked. So now he doesn't know how to feel, you guys. He's not used to this new skin that he's in. He went from being the beloved royal son of King Charles, son of Princess Diana, the grandson of Queen Elizabeth, the brother of Prince William, to being Meghan Markle's handbag husband. So now he's a fish out of water living in Hollywood, following his wife's lead and realizing he made a mistake. Now, we all know that Prince Harry has always been extremely jealous of his brother. That's just a fact. But in my personal opinion, I don't believe he ever would have written the book Spare. He would have done a docuseries. He would have done those television interviews where he was bashing his family if he had married anyone else besides Meghan Markle. If you look at some of the past interviews he has done, he had a great relationship with his family. No family is perfect. Every family has drama, but he wasn't as miserable as he is now. I believe she brought out the worst in him, and she is the one who has created a lot of drama and wedges between him, his family, his country, and his friends. He has lost everything for Meghan Markle. And if you realize all of the lawsuits, the court cases, the docuseries, the Oprah Winfrey interview, everything he has done has been for Meghan Markle's honor, to help fight the injustices for Meghan and unconscious bias. All of that is Meghan. Now, the book Spare was about himself, but again, he was led by his wife, Meghan Markle. Finding freedom? I wonder who suggested they should participate in this book. I bet it was Meghan Markle. Now, I'm not saying he's innocent and he isn't to blame for any of the things he has done, but I believe she is the one who has been leading him around, filling his brain full of all these things, and now he's realizing that everything has blown up in their faces. That probably wasn't a good look. You know, you can't put the genie back in the bottle once it's out. And now they're having to face the repercussions of a tarnished reputation where people don't like them anymore. They can't stand ya. And now people are no longer afraid to speak their mind. The gloves have come off. People don't care anymore. They're not being silenced by these Sussexes, because brand Sussex, their expiration, y'all, is coming to a head. And let's just say, you stank. You stank. You're getting ripe. You're getting to your expiration point where people are like, woo, time to take out the trash, son. You stank. Okay? They're done. So they really need a win with Netflix. They really need to get an Emmy nomination. They really need to have a hit, because if they don't have the Heart of Invictus, if they don't get Bad Manners, if Harry doesn't sell that Africa documentary, they're done. I've already mentioned to you that Netflix wants out. They want out, but they're just going to save face for the investors and let the clock run out on that contract, which is coming to a close very, very soon. So in my opinion, Harry is finding his life in America is not that of an American dream, more like a British nightmare. And I know when he's looking at his family across the pond, he probably is homesick, he's heartsick, and again, he's sitting there with Megxie Markle. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to be alone with her in a dark alley, okay? She's scary. So again, every single time you see them out, it's for those fake, loved up pap pics where they're always trying to steal the royal family's thunder. Meghan Markle is convincing Harry that we're happy, we just got to get these pap pics out and we're going to over-Trump the royals. They're very, very desperate. Now they're bringing out their children, Lilibet and Archie. Again, in my opinion, they might have to do another docu-series, guys, where they're going to merge the kids, because if they don't do something soon, they're going to be in dire, dire trouble. Netflix is holding on by a deer thread, and Prince Harry, in my opinion, looks like a deer caught in the headlights. He is definitely regretting his life choices, and I do not believe for one moment that he is living his best life in Montecito. Well, that is all the royal news that I have for you guys today. Leave me your comments down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. And just to let you know, I have finally released my merch. There's a link for you in the description as well as below the video. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.